Hello and welcome to this video on linear programming brought to you by Smart EduHub Mumbai. Smart EduHub is a coaching academy for IGCSE A-Level and IBTP. It is world's largest providers of topic-wise past papers. This question on linear programming has been taken from May 2010, paper 4-1 from paper code 0580. As mentioned in the question, the total available parking area is equal to 1200. Also, each car occupies 20 meter squares of the space and there are x cars. So therefore, x cars will occupy 20x meter squares of space. Similarly, each truck requires 100 meter squares of space. Therefore, y trucks will occupy 100 y meter squares of space. So whatever is the space occupied by the cars or the trucks, it will never exceed 1200 meter squares, which is the maximum parking available area, and therefore 20x plus 100y will always be less than 1200 or it will be equal to 1200 but will never exceed 1200. Now we are asked to represent the inequality in the form x plus 5y is less than or equal to 60. Well, it's simple. Divide throughout by 20. So 2 ones are, 2 fives are, 2 ones are, 2 60s are. Therefore, x plus 5y is less than or equal to 60 is our required inequality. So we have been successful in solving the 10A part of the question. Let's move to the 10B part. The B part tells you there must be space for at least 40 vehicles. We have X cars and Y trucks. At least 40 means there should be a place for minimum 40 vehicles. So the number of cars and trucks can be anything greater than 40 or they can be equal to 40. This is our required inequality. Also, B2 tells you there should be at least space for 2 trucks. So since Y is the number of trucks, the number of trucks should either be more than 2 or equal to 2. So there must be space for at least 2 or more trucks. At least in each case means never less than. So at least 40 means never less than 40 and at least 2 trucks means never less than 2 trucks. Well, we have also found the B1 and 2 solutions. Let's move to the C part of the question. Question number C tells you, one line has been drawn for you. On the grid, show the 3 inequalities by drawing the other 2 lines and shading the unwanted regions. Now, if you observe carefully, there are some important instructions given in the part C of the question. On the grid, show the 3 inequalities. So in all, you must show 3 inequalities, and those 3 inequalities I have written in this blue box. Also, we need to draw 2 lines. Now for 3 inequalities, we need 3 lines. Like they have already mentioned, one has been drawn for you, so therefore you are left with only 2 lines to be drawn later. And you need to shade the unwanted regions for all the 3 lines, or all the 3 inequalities rather. So now, let us understand a graph. Well, as you can see, there are 3 lines already drawn. You'll wonder why 3 lines when one was set. Well, the only line given to you was x plus 5y equals 60. I have already drawn the lines y equal to 2 and x plus y equals 40. The reason is it will save on drawing, as by now I am very sure that all of you are very good at drawing lines on graph papers. Fine. So let's go ahead to the most important part of this topic, which is shading the unwanted regions. Well, what do you understand by the words unwanted regions? Unwanted regions are those regions which are not explained by the inequalities. Now the inequality x plus y greater than or equal to 40, it defines a region of all the points which are above the line x plus y equals 40. So now the red line x plus y equals 40 divides the graph area into two parts, one on the right and one on the left. Now x plus y greater than or equal to 40 speaks about all the points that are above this line. So that is the wanted region, and the unwanted region is everything else but not the region defined by this inequality. So this is the region. Unwanted region is the exact opposite of this region which I have put in the box. So therefore, the required region is below the red line, which stands for x plus y is less than or equal to 40. So we are going to shade the opposite region. So now let's begin to shade. Well, we have finished shading the inequality, the unwanted region for the inequality, rather x plus y greater than or equal to 40. Now we shall shade the unwanted region for the inequality y is greater than or equal to 2. So let's do it. Okay, so we have now finished shading the unwanted region for the inequality y is greater than or equal to 2, and last inequality or the last unwanted region that we need to shade is for the inequality x plus 5y is less than or equal to 60. So we are going to shade everything that is above the black line, because that is the region which is the unwanted region for this inequality. So let's do it. Finally, we have been able to shade all the three unwanted regions for the given inequalities. Now, with this, we have finished answering the C part of the question. Let's go to the D part. The D part tells you, use your graph to find the largest possible number of trucks. Now, always remember, the largest possible number of trucks can be found out by looking at the largest value of y from the corner points. Now, what are the corner points? Well, if you look at the graph again, you have got 3 points in this way, which are the points for the intersection of any two lines. So, like for example, if I name this as point A, so my point A is the intersection for the red and the black lines, and the coordinates of this point are 35 and 5. Similarly, if I look at this point over here and name it say B, so this point has coordinates 50 and 2, and this point over here can be named as C, and this has the points of the coordinates as 38, 2. So whatever is the highest value of y from all the 3 points A, B and C will be the maximum number of trucks that can be parked. And from here I can see that it is this 5 which has got the highest value, and since the number of trucks are represented by the alphabet y or the variable y, so this being my y coordinate is the answer to the next part of my question. So therefore 5 is the answer. The E part tells you the company charges $5 for parking each car and $10 for parking each truck. Find the number of cars and the number of trucks which give the company the greatest possible income. Calculate this income. Well, for this again we need to jot down the 3 points and their coordinates. Let's do it. Let's calculate the greatest possible income from each combination of the coordinates of the points A, B and C. So by parking 35 cars, it is possible to get $5 per car, and that gives you $175. And by parking 5 trucks, it is possible to get $50. So therefore $225 will be the parking charges with this kind of combination of 35 cars and 5 trucks. Similarly, if 50 cars are parked, that gives you a total of $250, and 2 trucks gives you an income of $20. So in all, there is a total income of $270. Similarly, if 38 cars are parked, then 38 into 5 generates an income of $190, and if 2 trucks are parked, that generates an income of $20. So this gives you an income of $210. This gives you an income of $210. As you can see, the greatest possible income is obtained with the combination of 50 cars and 2 trucks. So the number of cars are 50 and the number of trucks are 2, and the greatest possible income is $270. Well, that's all in this session on linear programming today. I hope you liked my video. Thank you so much.